What's up guys, it's your girl Brianna aka MiniMarley, and today I am back for another video. As you can tell by the title, I'm going to be showing you guys how I got this bomb look for the summer. This video is sponsored by Suave Naturals. You guys know I've been using their new Suave Naturals collection to show you guys a few different styles for the summer. I've honestly really been enjoying this line and I hope you guys have too. I will link in the description box below where you guys can purchase it, but shout out to Suave for sponsoring these videos. These products have been really good and they pretty much helped me achieve this look today. For this summer, I personally like styles that are gonna last a little bit longer because I don't want to be doing my hair over and over. I'm on the go, going more places, and a style that lasts me a little while is perfect. So this is going to be really good for the week. I'm loving it. If you guys are loving it too and want to see how I achieved the look, then keep watching this video, boo. Alright, so my hair is looking a hot mess, and this is the result of a failed braid out. I took out my braids before they were dry, so that's why my hair is looking a little bit frizzy and a little bit crazy. But let's just jump right into this style. I'm parting my hair right down the middle to create two even halves, as you can see here. And this is the first half that I'm going to work with. We're basically going to do the same exact thing on both sides of my head. So I'm just going to show you the first side. I'm creating my first part kind of at a diagonal from the front of my head all the way to the back. This is going to be a small braid, and you can do these braids in any pattern that you'd like. And then I'm going to go ahead and moisturize this section a little bit with the Suave Natural Hair Collection leave-in conditioner. This stuff is really great, and keep in mind that my hair was already moisturized when I did my braid out just yesterday, so I just need a little something to re-moisturize my curls, bring them back to life, and just make sure that my hair is not dry before I do this style. So I apply that over the entire section, and now I'm going in with the cream detangler spray, also from the Suave Natural Hair Collection, and this stuff was a lifesaver for this style. My hair is actually pretty tangled up in this state that it's in right now. I used a blow dryer on it and it just feels really dry and tangled, and this detangler spray really helped me keep my hair detangled for these braids. As you guys know, when you're braiding up your hair, it can get really tangly as you go, and sometimes I would just spray a little bit more to this section and run my comb through it really quick, and it would just really untangle quickly. It gives it a lot of slip, so I love this stuff, especially for this style. So as you can see, after I detangle this section, I just started braiding. I start these braids really small. I make sure to start each of my little sections with the point, and I pick up very tiny pieces of hair to start off the braid, and then keep picking up small amounts. And yeah, this isn't really a cornrow or braid tutorial, so I'm not really going too deep into that, but I'm just creating a regular cornrow braid all the way to the back of my head and braiding it all the way down to the end. So this is what that first one looks like, and creating really nice clean parts is key to this style. Like I said, you can do any kind of pattern you want. Maybe you want to do a thin skinny braid in between bigger braids. That's actually what I was going for, but my parts didn't turn out that way. But just making sure that your parts are nice and clean will make this style look really good. So I parted off my next section, again going at an angle so that I can get a nice small point at the beginning of each braid. I added a little bit of my leave-in conditioner to this section just to re-moisturize it, get it back to life. And now I'm definitely saturating with that cream detangler spray and then going in with my comb to make sure that this section is tangle free. It is pretty much impossible to cornrow or braid your hair when there's tangles in it. It just causes so much more problems, so please detangle. So I didn't do this at the base of the first section, but on this section I'm just adding a little bit of edge control to the base of the section and smoothing it out just to help me keep those parts super crisp, and also just to make the braid look even more clean. So you can use any edge control of your choice and smooth that over just the roots of the section, and it'll help the braid look even more neat. It'll also help you keep your parts separated, because I know sometimes it can be hard not to pull hair from other braids while you're braiding, but adding a little edge control will definitely help and give you a more sleek look. So once I got to the end of this second braid, I just braided in that first braid into it and went all the way down to the ends once again. So I'm repeating the same exact steps for these last two braids. Just go ahead and create a nice crisp part. Make sure you add some of the Suave Natural Hair Collection, a leave-in conditioner to moisturize your hair. I added a little water in some of these sections as well. Then I added my detangler and just get to braiding. So I am finally on my last braid, and I know braiding can be really tough. This might look kind of crazy that I'm able to do this to myself, but practice makes perfect. You honestly just have to practice this, keep trying, and you will definitely get better at it. I also wanted to mention that I did have to take off my acrylic nails or my nail extensions in order to do this because it would have been impossible otherwise. So definitely try that if you're learning to braid. Make sure that you have your nice short nails and just keep practicing. This is what the first side of my head looks like, and now I'm just going to do the second one off camera. So my hair is complete, and as I said, those nice crisp parts just makes this look so much better. So definitely take your time, get a mirror and look in it in both sides so that you can really see if you're getting those parts crisp all the way to the back. That is a major key. And to finish off the base of this style, I'm just slicking down my edges a little bit with some more of that edge control. Now that my edges are slicked, I'm just going to tie down my hair, and this is actually the first day that I started this style, and after this I proceeded to try to use clip-in extensions to create the pigtails on this style, and it was a disaster. So this is actually day 2, so that's why my hair is not braided at the end. And as you can see now, I just added a elastic band to the root of my section. I just bent it in half, and now I'm adding more elastic bands just to keep this section really nice and tight. And the reason that I'm doing that is because I don't want to wrap my ponytails just around the base of my hair, because then it would look really thick and bulky. I like to wrap it from the ends where I'm holding right there and just wrap it all the way up to the base, and I'll show you that as we go. But these are the extensions that I'm using. It's just regular curly hair on a actual weft that we're going to be wrapping around, and I like to bend that weft in half so that it's doubled, as you can see right here. And then I'm just going to take a bobby pin and hook it onto the end of that weft, the little corner part, and then I'm just going to stick that in to the bottom of this little ponytail that I created. And then, as I said, I'm going to start from the bottom of that and just wrap this hair around and around. So if we were to wrap it just at the base of the ponytail, it would be really thick by the time we wrap all of that hair around. But since we're starting from the bottom and wrapping it and then bobby pinning it in place and slowly getting all the way to the top, the base of the ponytail isn't going to look so thick. It's going to look a lot more natural. So that's why I did it this way. So after I hooked in that first bobby pin, I just kept wrapping around and around. And you're just gonna bobby pin that weft into your little ponytail that you created, and just keep going around and around until you get to the end. So this is probably the hardest part, attaching this ponytail, just because it was really hard to get those bobby pins to stick into that tightly wrapped little pigtail bun thing that I had. But just keep going at it until you get to the top. And then as you can see, I just took a little piece of hair in that ponytail and I'm wrapping it around the base of the ponytail so that everything looks nice and seamless. I do recommend using hairspray and actually spraying that section before you start wrapping, but on this first one I just sprayed it at the end. But definitely use some type of hairspray and then go ahead and blow dry it, and it will actually stay in place. You don't even really need to bobby pin it. Just make sure you wrap it nice and tightly, use a strong hairspray, and then blow dry it. So let's go ahead and fix these curls. I'm using some water just to wet this section, and then I'm using my Denman brush to detangle. And now that that's detangled, I'm going into the Suave Natural Hair Collection Curl Defining Cream, and I'm just adding that to this hair. I'm really using this to maintain the softness of the hair and also, like it says, to define the curls. I don't want these ponytails to get too big. It is a lot of hair, and if they get really puffy, I don't think that'll be cute. I want it to be nice and sleek and defined, so I'm just adding a good amount of that curl defining cream to this ponytail, making sure that my curls stay nice and defined and clumped together. I'm going through with the Denman brush one more time also to clump the curls together, and as you can see, it gives me a really nice defined curl. So I'm doing the same thing on the other side. Again, you want to fold your weft in half so that it's doubles. Use a bobby pin and pin it to one end of the wefts, and then just kind of stick it into your little bun thing and wrap it around and around and around, and bobby pin as you go to keep it nice and secure. Then get one piece of hair as you see me doing here, and as you saw this time I added that hairspray before I even started wrapping, and this one was extremely secure. And then go ahead and blow dry that with your blow dryer. Now I'm just doing the same exact thing to this ponytail, making sure that it's nice and detangled, adding my Suave Natural Hair Collection Curl Defining Cream so that I can get a nice sleek ponytail, and that is pretty much it. I almost forgot, I am adding some gold clips to this style just to give it a little pizzazz, but my camera died, so I only got to show you one. Alright, so I went ahead and changed my top just to give you the full vibe, and I'm gonna get ready to show you the finished look. My camera actually stopped recording when I was adding my little gold accessories, but I've done it a dozen times. You guys already know how that goes. So this is the finished look. I am obsessed with this hairstyle. I added a little bit of a shine spray and some oil to my parts just to finish it off and just retouch my edges the slightest bit. But I pretty much showed you guys everything I did, and this is the final look. Guys, how cute is this style for the summer? I'm liking one side in the front and one in the back. You can also put them both back, which is, oh girl. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of it and if you're brave enough to try it at home. And shout out to Suave Naturals for sponsoring this video. I have really enjoyed using their products and just giving you guys some tutorials and showing you how I use them to create some looks for the summer. So if you enjoyed these videos as well, don't forget to give this a thumbs up and check the description box below to find out where you can purchase Suave Naturals for yourself. All right, guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel on your way out, and peace out. I will see you in the next video.